Hey guys, happy Monday. I promised I would always make you an inspirational video on either Monday or Friday. Or I think once I did it on Saturday, but try always like bookend the week. So my idea for you today, or it's really more of a tip, just remember that you want to kind of feel your body, like the food choices that you make should really be more inclined to your biorhythm. So remember, we as humans, like we wake up in the morning, typically that's when we wake up, unless you're an overnight person working kind of an odd job and your days turn into nights. But if you're like a typical human, you're waking up in the morning, you're functioning during the day, you're upright, you're walking around, sitting up, sit up, down, you're doing stuff, maybe you're doing physical activity, you gotta lift stuff, you're bending, hinging, lifting, reaching. And so then at night, you want to kind of like start thinking about having your body come down and rest in order to sleep in the evening, right? So with that in mind, you want to think about fueling your body and giving your body good sugar earlier on in the day. And sometimes in the fitness world, you'll hear people like me and others say, front load your sugars or front load your carbohydrates, your fruits. And all that means is push them more towards the beginning of the day rather than the end of the day. Because remember, even good sugar, like from fruits and fiber-rich carbohydrates, they're sugar. So they give you energy and they boost you up. So when you're trying to come down from a very, activity-filled, emotionally filled day, you don't want to be putting sugar in too much late at night, because then you're going to be like this, right? And that's the opposite effect. So you can think of things like your fruits and your beans and your fiber-rich carbohydrates like potatoes or brown rice or quinoa, farro, whether you're having gluten-free or regular toast, whole wheat crackers, whatever your carb is and your fruit source, just make sure it's a little bit earlier in the day and frame it around when you need it the most, when you need to extract that sugar to give you energy. That's the whole idea. The other thing is, don't forget things like I just said, beans, the more starchy vegetables, which would be things like string beans, corn, peas. So those are considered more carbohydrate-ish kind of vegetables versus like cruciferous vegetables like cauliflower or broccoli or carrots. So they're fine. It's just that they're more on the starchy side, so they'll give you that little bit more sugar. So don't forget beans, and don't forget quinoa. That's Quinoa. Quinoa is a great protein-rich carbohydrate, so it's a really good choice. Potatoes, old-fashioned, either red potatoes, white potato, or a sweet potato. Don't forget them. I think we often forget that those are great sugar energy sources to make sure we have in our day. So those are my tips.